track down the problem with this dynamo. And I put my voltmeter, did the test with the voltmeter, which is basically put 2 wires into the dynamo, then join them together. Then I've connected that to my circuit tester voltmeter, and that seemed to be showing charge. But I just, I can't get it to work. So, and what I'm saying is it's still not charging the battery. So, I've replaced the compensated voltage control unit, and it's still not working. So I think my original unit was working, but anyway. So then I've checked it again, because I can't think, well, what else could it be? And I've checked it this time with a bulb, and it's not working. The bulb is not lighting. So I'm now thinking that the dynamo has gone. I don't know why it's showing. It's showing something with the voltmeter connected, but it's not lighting the bulb at all. So I don't know what's going on. But it would seem that the dynamo itself is not working. So, which would make sense, because I've checked everything else. It's a brand new regulator. The wire, I've checked all the wiring going up. Everything seems fine. There's virtually no wiring anyway. So I'm concluding that the dynamo isn't working, and I don't know why it's giving me a reading on my voltmeter, but it's certainly not illuminating the bulb. So I can only think it's that. I'll double check the bulb. I did check the bulb was working. I'll check it again before, but I'm sure that it is a dynamo that's the fault, and for some reason it's giving me a weird reading on my voltmeter, but it's certainly not lighting that, so that must be the problem. Well, hurrah, I've cracked it. Right at the death, I've cracked it. Just when I was thinking of sending my dynamo, I was sure it must be the dynamo, because I couldn't think what else it could be. And I rang and I got a quote, and it's something like over £300 to refurbish the dynamo. So that would have been a shock. So I thought, right, well, there's one thing that I haven't tried, and that is making sure that the dynamo was of the right polarity, okay, because they're polarity sensitive. But this bike has been negative earth for years, so there's no reason why the dynamo should suddenly become positive earth. But I thought, well, it's worth a go. So all you do is you connect a wire to the negative side of the battery, and you touch it to the F. Just take the wires out and just flick it on the F terminal, and that makes it negative earth. And anyway, I thought I'd give it a go, and I did that. Put the bulb on, and immediately, and the bulb. Oh no, that's it. No, yeah. Before I did that, I put the. Oh no, that's it. No, I did that. And then I put the bulb back on, and the bulb was so bright. Yeah, great, and it burnt the bulb out, which I was kind of expecting because it's unregulated. So the power was that much that it blew the bulb. So obviously the dynamo is working. So why on earth, Anyway, so I thought, right, well, let's connect it back up, because you see the dynamo seemed to be giving charge before, but I suddenly realised that when I put my voltmeter on, it was showing a negative amount. So I'm suddenly thinking, well, maybe it is random. Anyway, I flashed it, blew the bulb. I've connected it back up to the regulator, and hey presto, just like that, it's working. I've just started it up, and immediately bang, straight onto charge. Turn the lights on, still on charge because it's a fairly flat battery by now, and that's it. All that needed doing was it flashing over to make sure it was negative. Now, why it had suddenly by itself changed to positive, I don't know, because obviously this bike has been in negative earth for many years. But anyway, somehow maybe I'd done something when I was wiring it up. Who knows? But the thing was that I didn't touch the wiring, and the only reason I touched the wiring because it wasn't working in the first place. So who knows? But anyway, there we are. Yeah, that was all it's needed. And after all that, and I spent getting on for 200 quid to have that regulator redone. And this, that, and the other, an awful lot of messing about is working. The only good news is that was the last thing I was doing before taking the Dynamo out and sending it off to be reconditioned at about £300. So if I'd have done that, that would have cost because that's just over 300. That's 180. So it would have cost £500. I would have spent for nothing, because it is all working. It's just that was on positive and not negative for reasons unknown. So hurrah! That's it. That's it. The bike is now pretty sus. I've cleaned out the carburetor again. I've got the air filter off at the moment. The only thing I've got the new oil petrol pipe on. I've just got to see obviously how my breather pipe works. I really don't know how that'll work, but anyway, we seem to now at last have a working bike. Starts first kick. Now I've sorted out, now that the magneto is done, and then I've given the carb a really good clean. Starts first kick hot and cold, because I had it starting first kick hot but not cold. But now I've done it. Now I gave that a really good clean out. I gave it a bit of a clean out before, but I took the whole carb off, and all I did was take it apart, put some brake cleaner on it. It was full of some black sticky stuff. I don't know what it was. And anyway, I gave it a really good clean out, and bingo, the bike starts first kick, hot or cold. And because of course I keep starting it to check the dynamo, so I've been starting it on and off, and that's why I cleaned the carb out, because when it was cold, I thought, and then I thought, well, I'll just give this carb a clean out. So I took the carb off, gave it a thorough clean out, and bingo. So at last, I've got the bike starting really well. I've just got to put all the battery case back on. Right, I just had a phone call come in. So anyway, so all I've got to do is put the battery back in its case. I've had the battery out because obviously I've been messing about the electrics and disconnecting it and all this and the other. So now it's done. I just got to put the battery back in. Obviously, put the electric plate, whatever it's called, back on the. Oh, there's the dear old. Oh, the washing machine's bleeping at me. Anyway, put the the switch plate, whatever you call it, instrument panel. That's the word I'm looking for. Put the instrument panel back on the tank, and it's all systems go. And of course, it's now mid-October, as you probably know. The weather's been glorious, but I haven't been able to get out. Well, the bike's not been right. I haven't been able to get out on any bike though, because we had friends here last weekend, just gone, and then next weekend, I know we're busy both days. Well, have I got any time Saturday? I might have time Saturday. And then the following weekend, we're at a wedding in down south, so it's one of those. I say weekend. Of course, I'm retired now. I can go out any day, but I do find it better to go out on a Sunday. It's a lot quieter than that. But now I've got this all going. If there's a decent day, it's a bit late, it's too late today, but if there's a decent day this week, I'll see if I can get out on the bike, whatever day it is, because that's it. It should now be running properly in all areas, and that would be wonderful. But we'll see. Anyway, good news. The battery is finally charging. Hoorah.